Hey everyone, my name is Hugo and welcome back to my channel. I just saw the news that Star Wars The Acolyte, the TV show, got cancelled. And while I had my problems with that, I'm kind of bummed about this news. I didn't love the show. In fact, it's probably my least favorite show, like Star Wars show, of all of them. But I also think it's a little bit overhated, and people saw their chance and saw that it wasn't actually that good, and they absolutely just review bombed it and gave it all this shit. And yes, it definitely had its problems, and it wasn't my favorite. And my favorite thing about it was the fighting and not the story, and I think that's a big problem in and on itself. But yeah, the story, it was fairly bland, and you've got this whole world you could set up within the High Republic era. You've got all of these books, you've got all of these planets you could go to, all these options, and yeah, what they did was very bare bones. It's a real shame, in my opinion, that it got canceled, because what I wish Disney had done is kind of say fuck you to the fans, quote unquote fans, that just really love to hate on this. I know the writing wasn't perfect. The dialogue was very wooden. But if you remember the prequels that we also love, because that's the people who are complaining, it's the prequel lovers. The prequels didn't have great dialogue either, but it set up like more of the world we already knew. And the prequels were also overhated back in the day, way overhated. And the actor Ahmed, can't think of the rest of his name, that played Jar Jar Binks, like, was suicidal because of like people sending him death threats over a Star Wars movie. And Anakin, Hayden Christensen, almost wanting to stop acting because of the shit he got. Everyone, like, no one liked. There were obviously, like, the kids liked it, because that's in the end of the day, that's kind of the target audience. I love Star Wars. I've seen every single thing Star Wars related. I collect Star Wars. I watch the TV shows. I read the comics. I read the books. I've got a whole shelf dedicated in the living room, just Star Wars books. I love Star Wars. I'm getting really tired of the game. I'm just, yeah, sorry. I'm a little maybe incoherent because I have no script for this. I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about this. And I'm going to try and not cut too much. But Disney really tried their best with making this cast as diverse as possible. And it's very clear that they had some political message with this. And it wasn't always very well delivered. You can set a really good political message in a TV show, but you just need to do it well. And you've got pretty good casting, in my opinion. You've got Trinity from The Matrix. You've got the guy who played Soul. He learned English to be a part of Star Wars. And that got taken away from him now. Like, he's a part of it, but that's all it is. And no more coming back with flashbacks or something. Like, that's it. But yeah, it's just sad. It's really sad. I know they retconned a couple things like Yarimundu's age or something, but really, is that really that big of a deal? And I know, like, having 2 flashback episodes, basically the second one as your second to last episode being from a different angle, but the same scenes. I know it's lazy. I know it's lazy writing. I know it's not good, but I just wish Disney took all of that criticism, good and bad, and just got to the writing table. Maybe get new writers, maybe not even new, but like extra writers, and get Dave Filoni on the table, get some like people who really know Star Wars on the table, and let them teach the current writers, and maybe replace a couple writers, and just really start working on this season 2, and then just prove everyone wrong. That's what I wish they did. But nay, they took the easy way out, the coward way, and they just said, you know what, canceled. Up to the next thing, on to the next thing. And I really hope Skeleton Crew is going to be good and that people will appreciate it for what it is, because it's going to be a kids show and it's got little kids in it. It's kind of like, I don't think it's going to have, like, people are comparing it to Stranger Things and the Goonies and stuff. I don't think it's going to be as dark as Stranger Things. I don't think so. So I really hope people take it all with a grain of salt and just chill. And like, of course we can give criticism, right? Like, this Star Wars makes a lot of money for Disney, and we should be allowed to criticize it. We shouldn't just praise it to the sky. And because I see people do that too. It's like, oh no, everyone hates on Star Wars now, but it's actually amazing and this and this and this. It's like, no, we can like criticize it. We can give it criticism, but we have to be very fair. And that's not being done right now. So, but I think it needs to come from both sides. Like, people who love the show, that's great. I didn't love it, but what I found is that I kept watching it very easily. Every Wednesday, there was a new episode, and I was like, all right, let's watch Acolyte. Curious where the story goes. So I was looking forward to season 2. I was curious what they were going to do. I was really hoping they would just listen to the fans, take in all the criticism, get to the writing table, and start writing an amazing season 2. It could have been the comeback of the century. And how good must it have felt for the writers to just like, yeah, we heard you, but how about this? How about this? And then just having a really good show. I really wish they had done that. But it's canceled. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry if this is maybe like kind of a weird video, but I just wanted to sit down and talk from the heart, not really writing it down and having it like acted out a little bit. So anyway, if you finish this video, definitely let me know what you thought of the Acolyte. Did you think it was shit? Fair enough, but why? And do you think it should have gotten canceled? Or are you with me that's like, no, don't cancel it, just make it better. And learn from your mistakes instead of just trying to erase them. Because that's what they kind of like, my channel is now about physical media. I'm worried that they're gonna take it off of Disney Plus and then there's no way to watch it. And like the actors did a lot of work for that, and it could just be gone. I don't think they're gonna take it off Disney Plus, but they could. They could, like they did with Willow. So yeah, I hope for the actors' sake that that's not gonna happen. There's people who, I see it in the comments of like the articles, people who say like, yeah, decanonize it, take it off Disney Plus. It's like, no, let's not decanonize it. It's like a fraction of this entire universe. Let's just have this have happened, and let's have it be on Disney Plus. And like the actor that played Saul learned English for this TV show. Let's not take that from Disney Plus, please. Like, please, let's not do that. That's so disrespectful to everyone that worked on that show, not just the actors, but just everyone. So to even just suggest that, it's like, just think for 5 seconds before you type a comment, right? Anyway, that's enough rambling. I can go on and on about that kind of stuff. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.